Hey, what's up guys, this is Dom, and we're here with the ICBA Week 5 versus MaxRapture. Really cool dude. Also, first I gotta give a big shout out to Papasea. He recorded this footage you're seeing now, and I very much appreciate it. He's one of my best friends in the Pokemon community, and you guys probably know him already. But if you don't, check him out anyway. He's a great guy, I love him. So, we're gonna get right into this battle here. So I brought some Pokemon, he brought some Pokemon, and he's gonna lead with his Raikou because I don't have a ground type, and I'm gonna lead with my Ditto just to see what I'm gonna lead with. So here he leads Raikou, and I lead my Ditto, and right now I see that it's shiny. I'm like, oh, it probably has Aura Sphere for the Heliolisk. So as I transform right here, I see his moveset as to be Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Signal Beam, and Shadow Ball, which I thought was very strange because he didn't have HP Ice for my potential Zygarde 50%, and he didn't have Aura Sphere for my Heliolisk. So really, he kind of like dropped the ball a little bit, but Shadow Ball was a good tech. But I don't like Signal Beam was probably for the Alolan Persian, I guess. I really don't know what that was for. Oh, probably for the Crocodile. Yeah. So I click Shadow Ball because I know he's gonna click Volt Switch. I don't want anything to take a Volt Switch. So he gets a free switch into the Mammoth, which is not good. So I have to go into the only thing that can take a hit, which is my Hitmontop. As he clicks Earthquake because it's a free Earthquake. And as you see, this does like about 33%. And I'm very glad it's not Life Orb. Otherwise, that would have been very close to a 2 KO. But you know. So he switches out, obviously, and I make a very good play. I make the double right into my Metagross, predicting this Altaria. And this is really, really big in the game, because that means I get free Stealth Rock right now. So he obviously switches out, because he's in on a Metagross, as he goes right into his Raikou to get momentum, which is a very good play on his part. This Raikou is very bulky, and it's very annoying for me to wear down, so Stealth Rocks will help a lot. So because I let off with Ditto, I know for a fact he does not have Aura Sphere, and I have a very free switch into Heliolisk. But you know, the problem is he's gonna click Volt Switch here, and I'm gonna be in a bad position. So it's gonna be very hard to try and reclaim momentum here. So he switches out, and he goes into his Mammoth, which is a very good play. So I don't know this set. He's not Life Orb. I do have Surf with an extra belt, which does kill if he's not Assault Vest, but I have a feeling he is either Scarf or Assault Vest, or maybe even Pasho Berry. But he just gets another free Earthquake. And Hitmontop, again, I'm just abusing my Hitmontop here, switching him into Mammoth's Earthquakes. So I do heal a little bit with my Citrus Berry, getting him up so I can switch in once again. So here he goes into his Gourgeist, predicting probably my double into Metagross, or if I stay in, which is a very, very nice middle ground play by him. I make a very aggressive play predicting Will-O-Wisp, and I go straight into my Tapu Lele. Seeing him switch into this Hitmontop, I'm thinking this is probably a physically defensive Gourgeist for the Willow. So I do get the prediction right. He does click Will-O-Wisp, and I have my Tapu Lele in for free, and Tapu Lele does a lot of damage to his team. So he's going to switch into Celesteela here. So I just want to gauge the damage. I don't want to over-predict, but I'm surprised he stays in and doesn't switch into Celesteela, because it's really his best switching into my Tapu Lele. So I click Psychic, and his Gourgeist goes down, which is pretty nice. And it turns out it was actually a small Gourgeist, meant like to speed creep my Tapu Lele and kill with a Power Herb Phantom Force. Yeah, Phantom Force. So here I go into my only switch, and again, Hitmontop. Unfortunately, I got to sack it off, but I do get the Intimidate off, and he does click Earthquake. And right here, as you're going to see, he's going to get a critical hit and kill my Hitmontop, which actually is positive because I couldn't take 2 Earthquakes anyway. And he's close to Tapu Lele Psychic range. I just want him to get another Stealth Rock damage in, and then I should be able to after the skull. Yeah, no, after the skull I should be able to kill it. So I was like, yeah. So he gets burned here, which is very good, and he's gonna click Earthquake. And as you're gonna see here, he's gonna get crit. It doesn't really end up mattering, but like at this point, I'm like, wow, this could cost me the game. I don't know if I might need Manaphy later to take a hit. So I click Scald here, and I kill this big, huge threat. So I'm very glad this thing is gone. And I'm also glad my terrain is gone. So when I get back Tapu Fini back, and I get to set it right back up for 5 more turns. And Metagross does carry the Zen Head, but he also does benefit from the terrain this week. So he goes into Raikou. He has no reason not to. He has no reason not to click Volt Switch. I have to get out of dodge and go right into my Helios. The only thing that could take it like comfortably a Volt Switch on my roster right now. Health isn't really that important on my Helios, so you know it's okay. So he goes right into his Mega Altaria. So I'm thinking, okay, this is not the best situation. He has a Mega Altaria, but I'm gonna go right into my answer for Altaria, which is my Metagross. So right here, I'm guaranteed to outspeed it because it can't be Choice Scarf. And I click Volt Switch here. It does like a good 15 to 20%, which is nice. And I get to go into my Metagross. And here he does click Dragon Dance, which I was very, very surprised about because I still had a Metagross at full health, and I could take any one hit if I'm max HP at +1. So right here I click my Bullet Punch, get a good amount of damage off, and as he clicks Earthquake, which with my Sugar Berry I should be able to easily take, and that does barely anything. And right here, so my obvious play is to keep clicking Bullet Punch, even if he switches out. It's not that big a deal. So his Altaria is also low, so it's gonna be very hard for him to roost up against any of my Pokemon. So he ends up stacking it off, which you know is a good play. It's a bad play. So he goes right into his Celesteela. So I'm thinking this is offensive because he hasn't switched it into my Tapu Lele. But I need this Metagross to switch into the Virizion. So I switch out immediately into the Heliolisk. So he clicks the Flamethrower. That does a good chunk of damage. And I'm thinking, wow, this is an offensive Celesteela. Wow. I'm surprised he actually brought it. So I'm expecting the Autotomize. So I gotta keep my Ditto healthy. So I can't really switch in. So right here, this it takes more Stealth Rock damage, which is very good to try and get it into Tapu Lele range. I click Volt Switch here, and it's just outside of it's like 1 or 2 more Stealth Rock switch-ins to Psychic from Tapu Lele. But I decide here my best play is to click Psychic, and because I can take any hit, I get to even take a Shadow Ball, I can take a Volt Switch. I just need damage on this Raikou. I need this Raikou gone. He has 3 Pokemon left. I have 4 Pokemon left. As he clicks Shadow Ball here. As my Spadef goes down. And I do take it. The special defense drop doesn't really matter. I click Psychic once again. And the Raikou goes down, which is really, really nice. Really, really good for me. So all he has left is the Celesteela and the Virizion. Virizion will die to Scarf Psychic unless he's Choice Scarf, which I'm thinking he might be, but I don't think he is because he would have sent it in now if he was Scarf. So he goes into the Celesteela. I go into Manaphy to sack as a middle ground sack because I want to see if I could sack it and then force it out with Volt Switch from Heliolisk and get into Tapu Lele, click Psychic. He clicks Autotomize here, which is a little scary, but it's not that big a deal because I still have a near full health Ditto in the back. So he Bloom Dooms. which I'm like, wow, he's Bloom Doom, really. I would have thought he would have been Supersonic Sky Strike, but I guess it makes sense for this situation. I guess he probably needed it to kill the Manaphy, because Manaphy is a big threat versus his team. So Manaphy obviously can't take that, and it goes down. Now, I make a little bit of a misplay here. I should have went into Heliolisk and sacked that off before going into it, like letting the Celestial go up to +2, so my Ditto goes to +2. I didn't calc it. I should have calced it. I've been calculating all game. I don't know why I didn't calc this. I should have calced how much damage the Celestial would have done, but I click Flamethrower obviously because he revealed it earlier. He does have the Flamethrower. Flamethrower does a very nice amount of damage, but I'm like, wow, is this gonna kill me? If this kills me, it's game over. It's not good. I go down, down, down. I'm thinking I'm dead. I think I lost the game, but nope. I live on 8 HP, which I get very lucky about. Honestly, I should have gone to let him go to +3. Man, oof, that was close. All right, so that was probably a roll, but yeah. So I get the Beast Boost, and he goes into his solution. So I'm like, is this Scarf? I don't know. But either way, I still win the game at this point. So I go +2 Flamethrower. This should kill. The Virizion actually tanks it, but he does get burned. The burn doesn't really matter at all. He clicks Close Combat. Doesn't really matter. As my Ditto dies, and which could have been very nice for differential if my Ditto could have killed it. But at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. After seeing the leftovers, I know for a fact it's not Scarf. So now I just gotta go into Tapu Lele, click Psychic, call it a day. So here we go, Tapu Lele coming in. He's gonna click Psychic for another time and get his 3rd kill of the day. Scarf Tapu Lele putting in a lot of work, getting 3 kills, and that's a very, very good game to MaxRapture. You should check him out. He's a cool guy. So that's the battle, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Favorite. Alright, see you guys next time.